We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Darrell Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Take 30. 26. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. And this will be caught by Metcalf for the Seahawks touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll go with it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Right, 22.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 picks used in the NFL draft. The Rams think they can be back a lot quicker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get stepped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9.
Hey, give me radar. 21.
Again, it's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Going right back to Akers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Stafford here. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Seahawks 14. Rams 7. Tanner Brown to kick off for the
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And Walker with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's second and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Over. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, there.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Get it together.
No.
Here's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Rams 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jimbo. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's got it. Caught him again for the Seahawk touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And some strong running. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. This 2nd and 4. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First down.
Middle. 32.
Now Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Alert! Hey, 70!
Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Rodgers wants to change the look. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Rodgers to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Ready.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Zero. Ready, hot.
Throwing is Stafford. To Jefferson on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run here with Akers. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completion.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Taylor Brown to kick off for the Rams.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they run to continue to bore it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Rodgers looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And quickly they get to the line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Play action, Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, 5-0. 22.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Another completion for Cup. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a